Hello friends, welcome to AutoCAD online training presented by PIMLabs Engineering Services Private Limited. And this is Bijina, Technical Engineer in PIMLabs Engineering Services Private Limited. And this is my mail ID. In this video, we are going to discuss about data extraction. You're already familiar with topics like dynamic block, normal block, and block attribute, etc. Informations included in this video will help you to get informations in attributes, block, etc. I'm going to show you how to extract the data in dynamic block and block attributes. We will see that in the AutoCAD screen. The ground floor plan is shown here. In this plan, you can see there are some components like door, windows, furnitures, etc. are placed here. And when I'm selecting this door, it is actually a block. It is created as a block. That's why on my cursor it is showing the block references. So we have already created that as a block using dynamic block. Like that, also from the tool palette we have already placed some windows. So for getting the informations data, we are going to use the data extraction command. For getting data extraction command, we can use this. We can, on the command box, we can type data, data extraction, and give enter. Then we will get a dialog box like this. From this we can go for create a new data extraction. Then we can click on the next. Then we need to give a folder for this data extraction to be saved. So I'm going to create a folder in documents. I'm selecting this A folder. So in this folder, that document will save. Also, I need to give a file name. Then click on save. Again, click on next. So the file is loaded for data extraction. Then we will get options like this. From this, there is display options. Some of display options are there. Their display, we can display all the object types. Then we can display blocks with attribute only. We can use these options for easily selecting the things which we needed. Like if you are going for getting, if you need to get the extraction data of add block with attributed things, then we can go for display blocks with attribute only. And if you're going for display all the object types, then we can click on the, we can check for the display all objects type. So that is based on our need. So now I am moving with display blocks with attributes only and unchecking all other ones. And when I'm selecting this display block with attribute only, then you can also go for display block only and also display non-blocks only. So I'm going with the display blocks only, block with attribute. Then that is already filtered along the all the objects. We can see that the only the block with attribute only are extra, like those are filtered here. We are getting only the block with attributed thing, that is door block we have created in our plan. And in the same plan, we have already created block attribute for the door name and door size. So those two things we can see, and no other objects are, we didn't create that as the block attribute. So that's why we're getting only these two things. Then we can click on the next. Then here we can see there is category filter is there. From these categories, I only need the informations of only the attribute information only I need. So I'm only checking that attribute thing only. So after unchecking all the things other than attribute, I will get like this. Here you can see there is the property is there, display name is there, and category is there. So I'm moving to next. So we have given for door and room. So we got the door name and door size and door name. Again room name and room size we will get. So we can click on next. So the data will be extracted, that is already loaded here. And from these we can see this will be the format for the table, data extraction table. On the first column it will have count, and the next column it will have the name, then door name, door size, room name, and room size. We can decide like which, if we need to delete any column we can delete that. So here I can go for any, if I need to combine identical columns, I can go with that. Or if I need to show only the count, show count column, then I can. I don't. Actually, here if I'm going to unchecking those count. I don't need this count column, so I'm unchecking the show count column. So I will only now I'm only getting this name, door size, room name, and room size. Okay, I'm okay with this. Then I'm selecting this next. After selecting the next option, we will go for this output options. In that, we need to if we need to insert this data extraction table into our drawing, we need to click on this. Or if we need to get our output data to be converted as any external files like .xls or a .csv or a .txt, etc., we can go also with this. We can check this, then we will get our the data extraction table in these formats. I'm only selecting this insert data extraction table into our drawing and click on next. For the table styles, now we are having some having the standard table style. We can select for editing the table. We can select for here, select on the edit. On this table styles, we can click on new for creating a new table style. Or if you are going to modify this currently given table style, we can click on the modify option. Now I'm going to click on the modify option, then I will get like another dialog box will appear. In that I can click on, I can change the table direction from up or down, I can change. Now I'm okay with the down, so I'm not swapping that to the up. Then the text style, right to that there is some general properties are there, then text property and border properties are there. In the text property you can adjust the fill color. Like here we can see the fill color we are having, it is none. We can give some fill color we can give. Then alignment, it is having the middle center. I can go for any middle left, middle center, or bottom left, any alignment from here I can go for. Then the format is, now we are having the general format, we can go for any angle, currency, etc. Then type data. And for the margin, from the horizontal and the vertical side, it is having 1.5 margin. And for the text, I'm going for the next category is text. In the text I can change from standard to any other text styles. I can only go for the by default we will have the standard text styles and annotative text styles will be there. And if there is any text styles we have created in our drawing, then we can go with those styles also. Here you can see a new type style is there, and it is named as style 1. That is a new style which we have created. earlier in this drawing, so that's why we are getting that option. So if I need that style one, I can go with that. Okay, I can select that. Then hello, when I created that text style, I think you're already familiar with how to create the text styles. So after when you are trying to create a text style, along with select creating that text style, you will also have to give the text height also along with that. So that height will automatically change here. Okay, when I'm selecting the standard, you can see that the text height here it is 70, and when I change that to style 1, you can see it is 175. That is already given height to that particular style 1 type. And from here also you can change, you can also go for creating a new text style. From here also you can create that. Okay, from this box, by clicking that box, you will again go for another um dialog box. From that you can create a new text styles. Here for this text styles, I can go for set current setting. This is the current text, or I can go for any new type. I'm giving name as new. I can give any name, then click OK. Then by the name of new, a new text style is created. For that text styles, I can go for any font name. Let's go with Times New Roman. And also I'm moving with the bold style, and also you can edit the text height. I'm giving 150 as text height. Then width factor, then I can also make that as annotative. Then after doing these changes, I need to click on apply. Then also I need to click on the set current, then close. Okay, then here you can see that the text style has now changed to new one. New, that is the name we have given to the newly created text style. And to the down here we can give different colors for our text. Now we are having green color. For changing that to any other color, we can click on that color. Okay, now we are having the color as red. And also the text, if whether we need any text angle for that particular text in the table, then we can give the angle here 30 or 20, 25, etc. You can give if you need. Then in the border category, you can go for changing the border type. Now for the line type, you can go for this. Now we are having the by block line type. You can also go for any some line weights, higher line weights you can go for. Or for the line type also, we are having the by block. If you need any continuous or any dashed line, you can go for these given options. For other options, you can click on other, then you will also get some other options from here. And some are missing, only 4 options are here. For other options to be loaded here, I can click on this load option. Then I will get all the options which is available in the AutoCAD. So these are the options. From these options, I can click on for loading that to this box. I can click that option. I think this option is not present in this, so I can select on that, click OK. Then that will load to here. So that is loaded here. I can select that. For assigning that as the line for the table, border for the table, I can click and assign that. Now I don't need that. I only need the by block, that so continuous line. So I'm selecting that and click OK. Also you can go for any, now we are having this one, this type. Also you can go for this or any border type you can go for. Then after giving the changes you required, you can click on OK. Then that change will get updated to the preview of your table. So this is the preview. You can go for after setting the preview, you can click on set current, then you can click on close. So this is the table style. From here also you can click for titles cell style. Here you can go for title header, or uh, for the title you can click on title. And for the header cell style, we can also go for header title or data. After doing these changes, for the head title for this table here, for the table, no title is given here. We can go for giving any title. I'm giving schedule, title as schedule. Then I can click on next. Click on finish for completing this extraction. So now the extraction is completed, and along with your cursor you can see a box is appearing, and we need to specify the insertion point. We need to specify the insertion point for inserting that table. I'm clicking here. After clicking on this model space, you can see that the table is placed here, and on the table you can see the title name is given as schedule, and I can see the text color has changed to red, and we are getting the information of door name, door size, then room name, and room size we are getting. So also I can change the position of this table. I need to move that table to here. I can move like this using the drag box. Using the drag point I can move the table to anywhere I need to place. And also there are some drag points in the table for increasing the spacing of the column spacing of the table. You can use this drag arrow key on the right side, and for increasing the column you can column high, like for increasing the table in the x and y direction you can use the corner drag point. Also for increasing the table height you can use this drag point arrow key. So this is all about data extraction. For getting the data extraction command, we can also go with the from the insert tab in the linking and extraction panel. We will get the data extraction option here. There is option for extract data. Also we can use this command for getting the data extraction. So thanks for watching.